If it wasn't for that, well, welcome back once again for the third time. Let's try this.
Third time's lucky, man.
Yeah. And
everybody.
Well, actually, the first time doesn't even count because nobody even knows about the first time except for us.
I'm complete clarity here. Transparency, the whole 9 yards.
Well, we really just do this to talk to you. So
Yeah.
Well,
if anybody else chimes in, then that's a bonus. So please chime in, everybody.
Well, I got to ask, what's how did I saw Bing's little video for the flea market this morning. It seems like that was a pretty easy, quick day.
Holy crap. I mean, my son and I pulled up at 7:55 and I was like, all right, boy, let's get to work. It's going to be a long ass day. And then like locusts, they descended. I had $5 grab bags. I had $30 long boxes, $15
everything was blind
boxes.
Like no one
blind
looked,
boxes.
I didn't see anybody look through anything.
Well, they weren't allowed to.
Okay.
So I mean, that's hence the blind box.
Why has it ever been like this?
Have we ever done this?
Well, the curated boxes y'all did really well.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, comics and the flea market, have they ever flown this quick, or is it because we're in this craze right now where
I think people are trying to? Well, people at the flea market, they want stock. Like I can't go to people's houses anymore. And break into their Bilco doors and go into their basements because people have shotguns. So they need stuff and they actually have to pay money for it. And I had a bunch of like just really crappy toys, like Toy Biz, X-Men stuff.
Yeah, like Burger King, kids meal toys.
Yeah, we had just and not full sets of them. We just had like odds and ends that have just been there that people are like, yeah, I'll throw it in. And you know what that's like, Scott, because people come in and I have boxes of porn down in our basement,
which you can sell at the flea market, which maybe
you
should.
Which we will sell. I'm going back. I'm going back next Sunday. So I mean, fact that
you're gonna have the porn booth.
Well, I'm just gonna do blind boxes of porn. It's vintage Playboys. So how can you go wrong if you're buying a box of?
Would it be blind boxes or Harry Palm boxes?
Right,
they could
like
be whatever,
like jerk off boxes, like boxes that you are guaranteed you can jerk off to.
Well, that's you can jerk off to anything, man, if you've got a broad enough base.
But I think that's got to be most of the vintage Playboys. Bam, they should be flying out.
Actually, go through and look. Some of those things are worth some money. I know one time we had I want to take our garbage out, and lo and behold, I guess somebody's wife or girlfriend got mad at them and threw out their entire thing. No, granted, there's the 2 Marilyn Monroe issues were in there. Those sold nice, those did change. But some of the other ones did too. A lot, especially ones that had like Frazetta artwork and things like that.
There are some that are worth money, not these though. I mean, Scott, you know what it's like. People come in like, my grandfather died, and here's his comic book collection. And
he was a perv.
He was a perv. There's like, what?
No, he read them for the
Spanky Beavers. What the hell is that?
No, I'll read them for the articles.
Yeah,
man.
That's right.
What the hell?
My favorite ones are, these my grandfather bought these when he was young, and he brought them in the steps of the 90s.
Hey, man. Well, the paper quality got better in the 90s.
It's true.
Cool.
I'm sitting here. Christopher Hewitt says, hey, I tried calling the store on Friday. Sorry, Chris,
he said you wouldn't pick up. He said you were being a jerk.
It's not quite true.
He said you ignored him.
Our phones have been down since Thursday. What? Yeah.
Is this due to the move? Maybe they
ready to move over?
No, I have no clue why our phones are down.
Well, how great is this? You hate answering the phone. Well, Walt hates answering the phone. I don't know about you. I think you actually like it.
I have no problem with answering the phone. I like people. I mean, that's what happens. Deal with the public.
Wow.
Deal with the phones.
Yeah. So. Y'all actually had one of our customers come up there earlier on this week. I told him to find you and tell him you were a friend of mine, and so you could kick him out. But he said you were too busy, so he didn't want to bother you.
Why not?
I don't know. I tried.
I'm never that busy, so
he came up there. I forget what he posted. What he bought? He bought like some kind of cocksmoker shirt and everything. Long haired.
Okay. Yeah. Do you remember?
I do remember.
Long-haired, skinny nerd. This week.
Yeah. Of course I did. Pinpoint. Yeah. There. None of those ever come in. No, but I remember a guy who bought a cocksmoker shirt. So yeah.
That was probably him. I think it was yesterday or the day before.
Should have told him to be
I
like,
did.
or he should have. I'm never that busy that I can't share a moment with a.
Yeah, I remember that cocksmoker.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jason. He's actually a nice guy. He just like said he didn't want to bother you, but I told him, said next time bother him. It don't matter. He'll kick you out anyway.
No, I did not throw him out. As a matter of fact, I think I sent him down to Yesterkids. So
Okay.
hopefully he went. I said, if you're here on vacation, get your ass down to Yesterkids.
Get your ass to Mars.
Get your ass to Yesterkids. So, and we'll have to take you there when you get your ass up here.
Yeah, I know, dude. I'll tell you. Actually, I'm trying to find somebody to work for me too. So I think I might try to.
So you're still trying to come down this week?
Well, no. This week, I looked at the prices. The thing is, I end up getting off now, but the prices on the tickets are freaking astronomical right now.
Of course they are, because it's the week off.
But I got to looking, so I think I might try to come up there probably the first or second week in January.
Cool.
Okay, we'll be here.
Going and that way y'all should go to be in the new shop and everything as well.
Not just should be, we will be. We have no real choice.
Not going anywhere.
And then plus y'all will be down here in February. So
yes, that we're looking forward to that. Getting a little crazy over here.
Well, hopefully I've talked to Mike and stuff over at PensaCon, and he's still dead set, headlong, ready to go, and they're doing things a little bit different. So it seems like hopefully it's all going to work out, but they're doing their best to try to keep everything as safe as possible.
Yeah,
cool.
And for anyone who was like, "Oh man, I don't know if cons can come back," so I did a live stream a couple hours ago with our Comic Book Men alumni Anthony Snyder, who was who you may be familiar with. He's got a business called Anthony's Comic Book Art. Yeah, he was at there was some kind of comic show up in Wayne, New Jersey, which is about an hour north of ours. It looked packed there, dude. It was crazy. It looked like a regular con day, and I'm like, all right, well, I guess no one's scared to buy comic book art right now.
People are jonesing. They want to get out. They want to get some semblance of normalcy.
Yeah, it was. Everyone was wearing masks. It looked pretty safe. But it was in a hotel ballroom, and it looked like it was San Diego Comic-Con for a second. I was like, holy crap! So, I mean, people can and will go back, but maybe without some kind of risk. But yeah, I think the fear was like, hey, you get through these cons. Will people come back? I'm like, yeah, they'll come.
Oh my god!
Right now, everybody's just jonesing to do anything rather than sit around the house.
Here's what's insane: is Comic Book Men is now at an all-time high because people are like, I never even knew you guys existed until it was on Amazon Prime.
Right.
I'm a comic nerd, and this came up, and I'm like, I'll give you a shot. I don't hate.
Yeah, and I think we're getting like I don't know what like a ninth life right now on Pluto or Pluto TV. Did we talk about this? Are you familiar with the Pluto TV app?
I mean, I know what Pluto TV is, but yeah.
Yeah, so we're on there on demand. You get all 7 seasons on there. If for anybody who doesn't have Amazon Prime or might not have access to it, but they've curated it looks like the old grid from your cable box.
Yeah.
But instead of like CNBC and like CNN and C-SPAN,
it's like MST3K,
like all 24/7.
The Macmillan and Wife channel. You've got 24 hours of James Bond.
Yeah, which is what I've been watching. Like I no matter what time of day it is, I know like Thunderball might be on or Goldfinger. It's pretty awesome. But there's a whole like Three's Company channel that's my second favorite channel.
Nice.
I forgot how funny that freaking show was and how it really wouldn't exist in 2020.
No.
Like, oh my God, a gay guy or a dude living with 2 women, how scandalous.
Yeah, I know.
Or even like, wow, that guy's gay. Like how zany is that? Like nobody cares about that anymore.
No one gives a rat's ass.
But in the context of 78,
77, 78, yeah.
In that context, it was pretty.
It was risque.
It's pretty, yeah. And it's still.
Oh my god!
I think it still holds up, Mr. Don Knotts, man.
Oh god,
yeah.
Sorry, I'm just gushing about Three's Company.
I'm a Roper fan, so I liked when
Stanley Roper.
Yeah, Stanley was he was awesome. I mean, my god, the great Norman Fell.
Oh god,
Zeus.
Well, that's what I was telling you about before too. Y'all got to. I think it's on that Peacock network, which is Paramount's network.
That's NBC, right?
Yeah. It's that Yellowstone. I'm telling you, that has been by far. I have binge watched the crap out of that thing.
Okay. What have I been watching? The Goldbergs. I've been watching. I'm almost caught up on the Goldbergs, and I've been watching Star Wars Rebels because I did the entire.
never watched those.
War. Holy crap! You should. Do you like Star Wars?
I do actually. But
are you a fan of Star Wars? Did you
yeah.
hate the prequels?
No, I love the prequel or the prequels. Oh yeah, the prequels.
Okay. Don't watch. Well, remember what the prequels were, but then go and watch Clone Wars.
Okay.
Start from. You get behind the scenes of what happened between
Was it
Attack of the Clones and
Revenge of the Sith?
Revenge of the Sith. You get to see the actual Clone Wars.
Okay.
Going up against the Separatists. This is advice to you. Skip if you see any of the descriptions say in this episode Padme, skip. Just if you see the word Padme in there, skip.
Are there
Or Bill or yeah, there are Bill Organa. And click done. Just skip those ones, but they're awesome.
Well, they've been telling me here too. Some of the guys I need to watch some of the cartoons because they said I forget was it Rebels or was it Rebels? They said actually like skip if you can. You can skip the first season's kind of slow and everything else, but
you need to
find like crazy after that.
You need to find out who they are and what they've got going on, and it's a good primer. It gets you going and it gets you used to these new characters because that's the whole thing about Star Wars. You're expecting to see a Skywalker, but this is it was what's his name? Oh my God, he's the last Padawan. Kanan,
yes.
Kanan, the last Padawan. And it's, Marvel did a comic book on him. Mm-hmm. And I remember, I'm like, Kanan, I recognize that name. And I'm like, oh, he's the last Padawan. That's pretty cool. And he's voiced by Freddie Prinze Jr.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And his wife, Sarah Michelle
Gellar. She's all that? Freddie Prinze Jr.?
She's all that Freddie Prinze Jr.
Wow.
And
Scooby-Doo.
Yes.
Right, Fred.
And I wasn't Cruel Intentions. What the hell is going on behind you?
I know.
I'm like, all right.
We got duck hunt going on behind us. Yeah, Jason's still working the shop, so
Sarah Michelle Gellar plays like fourth sister. She's an inquisitor. And I never knew about this stuff.
Oh, he's correcting you. He said his second sister.
Second sister. Who gives a shit?
Get it right. Dumbass.
When he runs by next time, trip him.
Yeah.
Is that right, Zapsik?
What's up?
Kick him in the butt next time he goes by.
Second sister, and they show you the Inquisitor lineup, and it's actually pretty cool. And they have amazing voice talent. They bring back James Earl Jones as Vader. They've got what's his name as Palpatine.
Oh, the original
Ian
McDermott.
Ian McDermott.
Yeah.
He does it. Yes, he does his voice. It's pretty cool. It's awesome. So, yeah.
And also you get to figure out what the black lightsaber and all that other stuff. And
that's from the Clone Wars. But that's a Mandalorian. Yeah, that's a Mandalorian artifact. So the dark saber there's only one of them.
Well, that's what I'm loving because I've been loving watching Mandalorian, but they said I keep hearing them talk about it. I was like, oh no, this refers back to this that happened in Rebels and Clone Wars.
Yeah, it was in Rebels and Clone Wars, and when Ahsoka, and if anyone's watching and you haven't been,
oh my God, why are you watching this instead of Mandalorian?
What the hell's wrong with you? Seriously, no freaking spoilers. I don't want to hear about TPS reports.
Everybody dies. So, all right, the end.
But they have when Ahsoka's on, she asks, "Where's Thrawn?" And it's like, oh man, because I'm like into it. I'm into the Rebels,
like
and it's awesome.
the blue guy.
Yeah,
that guy.
That guy.
Yeah, I think Jason wants to get in on this.
Oh, I was checking.
He's frothing at the mouth.
Well, see what I'm loving though too, from a retailer standpoint, is whenever Marvel took over, it's like, oh, Dark Horse stuff's not canon, no longer canon, and they're doing nothing but referring back to it all now.
Yeah. Well, they can pick and choose what they want to do, which I think is genius. It's brilliant. Oh, yeah. And that was it should be what is it? What do they consider the demarcation? They don't call it the Abrams line. They call it the crap. What is the name of that ship? It's the ship that George Kirk took out.
No, like
The Kelvin timeline. It's the Kelvin
yeah.
timeline. So yeah, and Chris Triptovich, you said I'm a Trekkie bro. That's cool. I like both. To me, it's like I'm not a DC or a Marvel guy. I'm both. I like comic books.
like
Right.
Mike swings both ways. Everybody, so
There
it's
you go.
okay.
You can- yeah.
swings
He's
both ways.
bilingual.
Yes, bilingual. Yeah.
So,
Well,
speak Klingon and Wookiee.
I'm just glad that Grand Admiral Thrawn. I'm just glad that Timothy Zahn gets a paycheck, like hopefully a huge one.
Yeah, I'm hoping he does too.
because he's a really good dude. We've seen him at a couple conventions. He's a really cool guy.
I think I
felt
met him once.
I felt bad when they're like, all right, and then that stuff, like Shadows of the Empire, all that stuff, like no longer canon.
It's like, what, dude? That's some of my best writing.
Yeah, but then they're like, hey, just rewrite it, just do another one, and we'll put that in canon.
Yeah.
He's like, okay.
Yeah,
Like,
do another one.
You're paying me, right? Okay, done.
You're right. No, we're gonna do this one for free.
Yeah, but I think Thrawn was all him, I believe. If I'm
Thrawn
not
was all
mistaken.
Thrawn was all him.
Yeah.
Grand Admiral Thrawn.
All right.
Yeah, we got a chance to talk to him over at Pensacon one year for a good long time. So you guys, super nice guy.
Yeah, that's awesome. So this merch behind you.
Oh yes, let me go. Well, with the permission of two great gentlemen, we decided to do.
I love it.
That is cool.
To kind of celebrate our friendship with a shared universe.
I'm all about collaborations. I love it. I know you sent me a message. You were like, do I have your blessing on this? I'm like, dude, you're talking to an Asian. I made my whole career bootlegging things, basically.
Well, I mean,
things
I respect all the hard work that y'all put into it. So I want to make sure.
As much as I appreciate that, I also appreciate that people were like, hey, that's cool. Like, no, I want to, modify it and make my own. Like, hey, man, as long as it doesn't say like, Ming Chen sucks on the back, and even if it did,
oh wait, it's not supposed to say that.
If it's a good seller,
yeah, and it sells, then I was like, shoot, I should have done that.
yeah,
Like,
should have done that. But now where's my cut?
Yeah,
I think that's the most important thing.
Yeah.
Ming wants his cut.
So I was like, you know what? I'm like, save that money, use it to get up here.
Oh yeah,
And yeah.
With our bless, get your ass up here.
Right.
Yeah.
Listen, man, you've bought me enough barbecue and like fried green tomatoes and picked my ass up from the airport and like, come on. Listen, it all evens out for the most part.
Yeah, but it's still, to me, it's nice to ask,
As much as I appreciate that, yes. So I heard some people have bought some already. I think Chris.
We did actually. I might end up having to do another order on them because I had a lot of people wanting them.
Cool.
I now I got to find out where you get your pins made. And I got people actually wanting pins done of these things now too.
Why don't you should? Well, that's pretty cool.
What I should do is make them and sell them.
There you go.
Yeah.
At a
Cut
slight
him
markup.
out.
But, no, not cut him out. Because
Cut out Scott.
I think only he could sell them, though.
Well, no, actually, it's a shared universe shirt, so technically,
I know, but I wouldn't have a.
Scott,
I wouldn't.
we're kidding.
I wouldn't sell
Yeah.
as much Excuse me. I'm crying now. As much passion as you would.
I wish I had that idea.
I'll work on that. I actually think that the shipping goes down if I order more or something. So
We should send him a bunch of the pins we've got made. So
he bought them.
I actually bought them. Yeah.
He earned from the T-shirt. See, like I said, it all evens
one hands
out.
washes. No, but I'm
It
saying we
evens
should send them down to him and have him sell some down there.
Actually, we probably could sell quite a bit of them down here.
Yeah.
But matter of fact, I even had somebody came in and asked if we had any of the comic book men hats. I was like, no, fortunately, you got to go on their thing to get it.
Wow.
Those are rare and hard to come by.
They are hard
but
to
yeah, we can send some down. Those I wish I had more of those kind of flume. And Christmas came up by surprise this year.
Yeah, yeah, because it's not the same date every year. It's not like Thanksgiving. So,
Or Easter.
It came out quick. Well, how's business been?
good. Brisk. How about you, Scott?
We've actually been doing really well. Like I said, it's still the same way. I think a lot of people just have not, since they don't have been able to go to conventions, and they're just sitting on this money wanting to spend it. Like I said, that boys comic book, I walked in with it, sat it on the counter, and probably in less than 2 minutes, it was $130 sale.
Nice.
Sounds like this morning.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's the way it's kind of been a lot. There's days where it's completely dead and slow, and it's like people don't even know we exist, but then it's followed up by 2 or 3 days of getting slammed. So,
That's great news.
Yeah, fantastic.
I had no idea. I mean, I think I'm buying just as much crap on Amazon right now, if not more.
Probably, but it's also Christmas, so
Thank God for them.
yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of it too is just so a lot of people are doing the same thing. They don't want, they're either scared to get out, don't want to get out. It just with Amazon, it's made it so easy. But the true hardcore collectors are going to find their way.
That's very true. I do have a question for you, Scott. You said you wanted to talk about something,
Okay,
didn't you? I mean,
what was it? I don't even remember what the hell it was now.
Oh boy.
never mind. Then it's perfectly fine.
Well, remind me.
He is.
I'm trying to
It says
you
frame of reference. Oh,
yeah, the Facebook thing.
Oh, yeah, the thing that we've been doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, Mike had called me up one night, and we've been doing this with to the Secret Stash for a while, back and forth. We ended up, calling him up saying, "Hey, do you have this?" Or if I get a hot tip on something, I would call him up, and vice versa. He's called me up on things which I had no clue on, and we've shared product back and forth, just trying to help each other out. And basically, we decided
it's been working really well.
Right. We started off with just like a Facebook page. It's a private page. It's for retailers only. And basically, it's a way for us to network and talk with each other, but also a way for us to move product between each other. But also, I mean, like say, if I've got a customer that comes in and say, "Hi, I'm looking for this issue. I've been looking for it forever. I haven't seen one in forever." I can get on there and post, "Hey, I've got a customer looking for this. Does anybody have one?" And then we could work out the deal between me and that other person, and basically where it's profitable for everybody involved.
Yeah, I think I don't know why people haven't done this before.
I don't either.
And it just makes so much sense. It's like a no-brainer.
Right.
And we're nerds. We like other nerds.
Right.
We're not
for the most part.
For the most part, yeah. I mean, we hate the douche nozzle comic book guys. I mean, the guys from The Simpsons. Those guys drive us nuts. But
they won't laugh long.
He's
misunderstood.
He is misunderstood. He's misunderstood. He's a Neanderthal. He's by the wayside. But I mean, and so
anybody who's listening though, if you're a retailer or if you know somebody who is, if they want to contact either me or Mike and talk to us about
get the secret invite.
Yeah.
Well, really, it's one of the things. The more, the merrier, and we're trying to keep it as easy and lax as possible, just to make sure that it's fun for everybody, but also profitable for everybody. And the only time anybody who's an admin or whatever would get involved is if there's a question,
a beef,
beef going on.
Yeah, we're like.
Has there been beef yet between like Comic Relief?
We hadn't even had chicken.
Yeah, exactly. We ain't even had a chicken.
We got a friend of y'all's that came in. We got
Ravens Comics and Collectibles.
Ravens, and then a buddy of ours over in California, Juan, came in. Jason's been working with him for a long, long time. So Juan came in. Then hopefully, we'll get a few other guys come in too.
Yeah,
and girls.
Yeah,
it's cool. Yeah, we got our friends. Jetpack, and who's Jen down in Houston? I can't remember the name of her store, but she's cool.
Yeah, hopefully we'll get the word out, and it'll be a fast growing thing, because it breaks my heart. And also our friends up in Buffalo, the Tucci's, who
there's Darren right there.
Exactly. That's why I'm giving him a shout out. He is in. And
freshly pressed. Is that what it's
called?
Yes.
Actually, Darren, you don't have your own. It's Pressing Matters.
Pressing Matters.
You don't have your own personal Facebook page, or at least I'm not your friend.
Yeah, he does right there.
I know, but I search for it. I'm like, wait a minute.
I'm gonna friend him right now before you do.
Yeah, well, you're a bastard. Let's see how fast I am. I'm not fast at all. So, actually, I think I spelled his name wrong too. I think I put
Tachi.
No. I think I just put
Tucci.
I think I put the wrong. There we go.
Yeah, there it is.
There you are.
Tucci. Darren Tucci. We found what we.
And I think I have the page set up too, where you can join as your shop, not just as your personal thing as well.
Oh, cool! Your business, yeah, totally. That's cool.
So, but yeah, hopefully it'll end up growing and getting more and more people in there. And like I said, we can get a lot of like-minded people who, enjoy and love the industry, but want to, like for me, I like seeing other people succeed. So
absolutely, and that's the whole philosophy behind a shared universe. Is that's it.
Yep. And if we don't help each other, we're all going to end up floundering and dying.
Exactly, and I love one of my favorite things when we go to Comic Cons, and this is so weird, but I also I look in the white pages because hotels have phone books still, and I look for comic shops. And if I've got a down day or we've got like a down morning, I'll go over and hit up local comic shops because that's where you get the local flavor.
Right.
Because that's fun.
Well, and plus, the people that come in and go to comic shops, I've said this numerous times, they're a different breed. Usually the people that come in are nerds in their own right. So they're very accepting. They're very, overwhelmingly wanting to help people out. So for the most part, not all of them, some of them are jackasses, but for the most part, they're very, very, accepting group.
Hey, Darren, you better friend me before you friend Ming. That's all.
It was too late. We were friends already. So.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well.
Yeah, I just got to get the name of his business right, which is
that'd be nice.
Pressing Matters.
Mike's the only one that can actually add you to the group. So
didn't I say Pressing Matters?
You did. No, you did. I didn't. But, wait, Scott, do you get your books pressed? Have you gotten your books pressed?
Actually, we do a lot of it ourselves. I ended up buying a press. It's still a trial and error thing. I've destroyed a few books, and I won't go into that story.
Yeah, no, Darren's a professional.
At this, and I've been hopefully sending.
He's fully bonded and insured, right?
Well, Darren's going to hate this, but I destroyed a Batman Beyond #1.
Oh, for shame!
A $400 book became about a $5 book.
You start out with Captain America.
So here's the thing. Actually, all I did was cold press it. I put it in the press. I didn't put any heat, anything else to it. I just put it in the press just to try to get out a small little, ding out of the thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I left it in there for a day, and I pulled it out, and then the front cover just completely separated from it.
Turned into mulch.
Oh man, I shouldn't have put it on Steam.
Yeah.
But so ever since then, I haven't pressed anything personally since then because I'm just so pissed off, and I want to kick this thing around, but it's too heavy. It hurts.
But Darren Tucci at Pressing Matters, they're up in Buffalo. They are insured.
Yes, 8 years of experience.
And they do fantastic work.
We has the Ming and Mike stamp of approval.
What's a turnaround?
Good enough.
Actually, that's a great question that Darren can answer now.
Yeah, he's on right now. So yeah, you'll hear from him.
We'll read it out in a second.
But that's the big thing. I've had stuff done through CGC before, because they have their own pressing and everything else there, but it takes freaking forever.
Can you imagine going there and they got like a bunch of smoking monkeys just like
I'm pretty sure they do.
So
I'm pretty sure those monkeys are also grading the books.
Yeah, right.
From my humble opinion, but
oh, Darren, the question was, what's the turnaround time on your stuff? And actually, heck, might as well. I can talk to you later, but I'm kind of curious about pricing as well.
Yeah, I'm sure he worked very quickly, right?
No doubt.
In Buffalo. So which is the shirts, how does one get one and how much?
You can actually contact us here at the shop.
Okay.
They're $25, and you can either contact us on Facebook, on social media. You can email us at 3alarm comics or Scott at 3alarmcomics@gmail.com. Where I am going to turn this next order in the middle of next week, and hopefully we get a bunch done, but everybody seems to love it. One of the things I really love, since it was a dark shirt, and then I don't even know if you'll see it on the screen, but
show us.
Since the microphone is black,
yes,
it actually you can't really see it on there, but
it's black.
But it's actually black, but it shows up really well for some reason in real life.
Yeah.
So I'm actually really, really happy with it.
That's awesome. And good thing those guys are you use the guys next door.
Yeah, they've always done our stuff. They do a really good job. So
great. I would get more from them, but they don't ship. So
yeah, but I could ship it to you.
I know. I don't want to put that on you though. Like it would be cool if they were like, yeah, we ship too. But
it's not like I don't have a buttload of boxes that come in every week.
I know. I appreciate that.
I just love it because their minimum order is 16. So if I don't, I don't have to make a massive order on the things.
Yeah, if it's a complete disaster, it's like, you're not out that much.
Meh.
So.
I get a few extra shirts to wear.
Yeah, I like. I can't remember her name, but she was cool. Whoever the woman who runs the place.
Well, I see. It's Lee is the husband. I can't remember the name of the business right now, even though they're right next door.
Beach something.
Yeah, but they do a really good job, and heck, they just bought a what do you call the thing? The stitching machine. The
embroidery
machine. They got a huge embroidery machine over there as well.
That's cool. Do you know that they got one down at Collingwood Comics? Back behind, they have this huge sewing machine. It's
for what?
Like almost a block long. It was a lady did embroidery there, and
she passed away. She died.
No, she didn't. She didn't. Yeah, she was in the crapper.
Okay,
and they found her 3 days later. No, it was what the hell was it? It was they were in that building.
Sure,
they were in that that space. And they left, and they're like, "Hey, do us a favor. If you can hold on to this for us, we'll pay you like $50 a month rent."
Right.
And for 4 months, they did it, and then they stopped paying. And they're like, "Now we got an embroidering machine.
Yeah,
expensive.
I don't know what to do with it."
But hell, if you saw, I know the one he bought over there, it's not even a really big one. It was like $15,000 for it used.
Yeah.
Well, I don't see anyone getting this out without like taking off the roof.
Yeah.
Bringing in a helicopter and taking it out.
Right.
Darren came in and said it's $10 for press only for any age, $15 for 75 to present, and $20 for 75 and before for pressed and clean.
That's awesome. Darren, I'm waiting for you to reply to my friend request so we can get you into the Comic Book Coalition.
Darren, is this a comics pressing business or a Chinese laundry? I'm not really sure.
Both.
I'm not.
You can get your shirts and your comics pressed.
That's nice.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Just don't add starch to the comics.
Why not? Hardcovers, man. Hardcovers.
Yeah, man. If it takes my 9.4 or 9.8, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
Put as much starch in there as you want.
10? Excellent.
Yeah.
You know, actually, out of everything I've done, we only had two. We had two 9.9s and one 10.0 that's come through here.
Whoa.
Set off. The 10.0 was like a lenticular cover, and then the 9.9. No, actually, we did. We got a 10.02 where of the Batman Damned #1.
Wow.
With the bat pole.
Has anyone tried to bootleg the CGC?
No.
Could you?
No.
Why is that? Can you imagine you could just those labels and the clamshells can't be that hard to counterfeit, right?
Well,
yeah. I know there's like a little hologram and all that, but it can't be.
You had holograms.
Yeah, I had holograms. I got them off Amazon.
Easy.
Yeah, I had an ill-fated hologram authentication business for a second, and we were only authenticating our own autographs.
Yeah.
And then it turned out no one cared if our autographs were authentic or not, so I couldn't sell the authentication.
I have monkeys in the back, the ones smoking and running the pressing.
Yeah.
And they can do Ming's autograph perfectly. It's amazing.
I'm just saying, I want you just like one day you pull out, like a New Mutants 98, and it's like, wow, 10.8, like wow,
22.6.
Yeah,
this don't seem right.
CGC, man, this is
you guys are going. You guys are going above and beyond. Yeah. That's like a Mike Zapsik beautiful.
Yeah, this is
one.
better than perfect, man. This is great. Awesome. That's hilarious. I was just wondering.
I've never had it, but I have checked because they have a corresponding system on their website.
Oh, you could put
the number in, and it'll tell you what it's supposed to be.
Right.
So, which is very cool. That's a really neat thing.
Just make sure it corresponds.
Their census or something. You know what I think it's the CGC census or something where you can put all this stuff in.
Okay, yeah, but you have to join up.
Yeah.
If you just have, as a matter of fact, that's good for insuring things.
Right.
So, because if something gets stolen and they put the word out, it's great.
Like Nick Cage's Action Comics #1.
That wasn't CGC.
What do you think you just had in a bag and board?
I don't even know.
It was in a storage unit though. Who the hell?
No, like I've got 2 copies of Amazing Fantasy 15 that were my father's. They are not in the store. They are in a safety deposit box.
Yeah, smart,
right?
Smart.
I mean, they don't come up here and hang out. So we recently got into, a buddy of mine wanted to sell some of his Magic cards, which we've never sold before. I was like, you know what? We got a few glass cases. If you want to put some stuff in there, that's great. Well, then he brought the cards up here, and I'm looking up the prices on some of these things. Like, no, these are not staying here. I don't want to get broke into.
Right.
Like one card alone, it was a Beckett graded 9.6 Black Lotus Alpha.
Oh, yeah, that's huge, dude.
That's like $80,000, right?
Well, actually, the 9.2 sold for $85,000.
Wow.
And this is a 9.6. So
I know absolutely nothing about.
I don't either.
Magic the Gathering or any card game, to be honest with you. But I mean, I've heard of that one. You know, it was like 5 years ago. I heard that it was worth $80,000. I'm like, because my kids were into Magic the Gathering for about a minute and a half.
So you
And
went
I'm
to
like,
the collection?
kids got any of them Black Lotus cards hanging
Yeah,
around?
man. Here, I'll take them. You
But
don't.
yeah.
Need this.
It kills me, but it was kind of funny as I'm going through and looking. I was like, I cannot believe people would pay this kind of money for these cards. Then I had to take a step back and think. I'm like, wait, people spend this kind of money on comics, and I have no problem with it.
No, would you turn around and look at your wall, please, sir?
Yeah. But
And I've got I don't have an Amazing Fantasy 15, but I got an Amazing Spider-Man #1 CG Seed and a Fantastic Four, both signed by Stan Lee, that are in my safety deposit box.
Right.
So yeah,
yeah,
I don't dick around with that. I'm not going to put it up on the wall here at his shared universe. Lots of people with sticky fingers in here.
What a shame. Those two belong in a museum.
Yeah, I don't
You guys
think
just
so.
locked them up like the Ark of the Covenant.
Damn
you know what's kind of funny? We went up to
Anonymous.
the retailer convention one year, and we went to the Jeppy Museum.
Yeah.
Yep.
And went through, and it was kind of weird because as we're going through, I'm looking at all these books, I'm looking at things, and I'm either going, there's maybe a few books in the entire collection that he had that either I didn't currently have or I had in the past.
Wow.
But for the most part, I mean, and like I say, the only ones were like an Action #1. You know, I've actually had a Superman #1, but I've never had an Action #1.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, a lot of them, I've actually had a Detective 27, but you know, but I'm sitting there looking at it, I'm like, well, okay, I thought this was a museum. I was expecting to see more, but most of the stuff I've had before.
Can you tell Jason to either be more quiet with his dominatrix on the sex line, or I'm kidding. Scotty's fine.
I hear a lot of heavy breathing and like weird moaning back there.
It's like, what's going on?
He's over there making me money.
Okay, that's good.
3 p.m. on a Sunday at a comic book shop.
Yeah, seriously, what the hell?
Well, plus he's got to make money off that 1-800 line too. So
Yeah, he's got to pay off that debt.
apparently he's telling people their social security numbers are stolen and going to be invalidated or something.
Good for him. You know, if you can get a sucker out there, go for it, Jason.
Yeah, I'll tell you what I'm loving. It's just all the. I don't. Y'all get them over there. Well, you said your phone's been out for a while, but
solicitors?
It seems like it's like
All the
every
time.
time I turn around, we're getting them.
Every day.
My favorite thing to do is actually I already have on YouTube. I have like Lonely Island songs already queued up, so whenever they get there, I can press 1 to talk to a live person and then just let Lonely Island sing to them.
That's
Do you have the Arnold Schwarzenegger soundboard? It's like, who is your daddy and what does he do?
no, unfortunately not. I should put that on my phone, but I don't.
So when exactly? What day are y'all actually moving the stash?
We're
Is there a set date?
Are planning to?
I don't know when our opening date is going to be because our town offices are closed to the public. So it's not even by appointment only. You have to email and wait for them to get back to you. So we're waiting for, stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, like
All the legal work.
what is so pressing in the town of Red Bank that they can't get back to an active business
No idea.
trying to get approvals on stuff?
I know.
There's nothing going on in that town.
Not even a little bit. So
Well, hopefully y'all have overlapping leases a little bit to give you some buffer.
nope.
Mm,
No. Well, actually, no. I mean, we're there. Once we're in, but we have to be out of our current location December 31st.
Oh wow, really?
Oh yeah.
what are the consequences?
I don't know. He locks the door and keeps all our stuff.
You have the keys.
He padlocks the door and keeps all our stuff. Opens his own comic book.
I mean, I guess at the very least you could go get a storage shed and throw stuff in there.
No, we actually we're working on the space right now, so we've got plenty.
There's a lot of room.
Oh yeah, there's plenty of room.
What's the square footage on this one?
Shit ton by a buttload.
Yeah, it's a lot.
yeah.
It's there. I was like, wow, there's a lot of space in here.
There's a lot of space.
And even when it gets filled up with stuff, I'm like, there's still a lot of space
Yeah.
in there.
So you've been over here at ours. Is it about the size of ours?
It's bigger than that.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
Well,
we've got a lot of
Well, and there's a basement too that runs the
Yeah.
whole length of the building. So, yeah.
oh, wow. So you'll have a great storage area then.
we have a huge storage area. So yeah.
Well, damn. Oh, actually, what y'all do, put you a little shared universe podcast studio down at the bottom down there.
No,
Work out the basement. No.
no, there's radon down there.
Oh, okay.
There's no radon, is there? I saw a couple
course not.
rooms down there, man. I was like, dude, this would be a great place for a hidden bar down here.
Oh my God. We have 2 boiler rooms, like literal
Legit.
boiler rooms.
Yeah. Like there are
Like,
boilers in there.
there
but
are
they don't-
boilers,
They're
yeah.
not boiling anything.
No, they're way old fashioned, like 1920s era heaters. So, I mean, these are like the actual, like Freddy Krueger would feel right at home.
It looks like it came out of Nightmare on Elm Street
Yeah.
for sure.
That'd be a great place to rent out for a haunted house.
Well, if I didn't have so many comics down there, yes, I would. So,
I was trying to trace back the history of that building. It goes back a long way.
oh my God.
So it's been vacant for 10, 12, maybe 15 years, maybe more.
No, it's been vacant for 8 years.
8 years?
Yeah.
And before that, I know there have been a couple other like fly-by-night businesses, but I remember as the Red Bank's first and only health food store called
Yes.
Second Nature.
Yep. And it was a health food, not just store, but a health food supermarket.
Supermarket. Yeah, it was a supermarket.
They had like little shopping carts, like those, babies for a shopping cart,
yeah, the little tiny ones.
the tiny ones.
Yeah, I remember. I would go in there. I was like, "Oh, it smells funny."
Yeah, it does. It always
Well, it
smelled
smells
weird.
like nutritional yeast in here. I was
Yeah,
like,
my
yeah, it
God.
did. So, but before that, I don't know. I don't know if you have any.
It was a shoe store.
a shoe store.
Yeah, that's why that it says Miles out, like right.
Okay.
So it was Miles Shoe Store. So it was a shoe store before it was a funky smelling
Health food store.
health food store. Now it's going to be the secret stash. That funky smell is gone, folks. Just so you know.
But
Yeah, funky smell of 70s era comics, my friend.
Yeah, that's
not. That's a
well,
good.
there's a certain smell that comes from old comics too. So they ought to put that scent in like a Lysol can or something.
That would be awesome.
I
Oh,
got there's one place I want to take y'all when you get down here. Like I said,
Okay. Where are we
hopefully-
going?
Hopefully we'll get to. Well, one, we have to take Mike to the shed.
That's a definite.
I've heard nothing
If
but
you haven't been, you're going to have to go. But then also one of the places I think I was meant to take you. I don't know if we ever went or not, but we have a place here called. Speaking of grocery stores, it's Lee's Grocery. It used to be like a big chain grocery store, and some guys bought it out. And now it's an Asian supermarket.
Oh, hey. Okay.
And it's got everything you can imagine: frozen food, dried food. I mean, pretty much anything and everything you can imagine in there. If you want bowls, they have bowls there. They have all kinds of stuff.
nice.
Wow. I mean, I'm just like, wow, they're Asians in Mississippi. I'm like, great.
Actually, we have a huge Korean
I figured,
area here because of the fishing community that was
Ah.
in this area.
Yeah, dude. I was watching NCIS New Orleans. and
Right. They're
yeah,
like
they're all
Asians
there.
committing crimes left and right.
Oh my God.
Like
It's
horrible, brutal crimes that were
unspeakable.
that unspeakable crimes that had to be solved by Mark Harmon. And,
No, not Mark Harmon.
Mark
It's
Harmon.
no, that's Scott Bakula.
yeah.
We
God,
like
yeah.
Scott Bakula.
Yeah, actually, a buddy of ours, she's been in a bunch of the episodes. Cammie, I don't know if you remember her, the Roebucks that live down here.
Yeah.
But Cammie was a cosplayer forever, but now she's got into acting. But she's been on a bunch of episodes of NCIS. Apparently, the director loves her.
Like literally loves her. Like
Well,
That-
wouldn't doubt it. She's a cute little thing.
that'll get you more work then.
that will. That certainly will.
Just don't cross that line and you're good. So
Wow.
yeah.
Well, anything else going on that y'all can think of?
I mean, I'm excited about all these announcements this week. Did Disney just save these just to kind of save 2020 for a second?
I think they
Because-
want to give people a reason not to commit suicide in 2020.
That's exactly what I was
Yeah.
thinking. I was like, if you're, and not
Something to look forward to.
make light of, mental health or anything, but
No.
if you're like, man, I don't, life kind of sucks right now.
Yeah.
And then you're like, holy crap, they're making an Ahsoka Tano TV series.
Yeah.
And they're finally going to do the Obi-Wan and,
There's Boba Fett.
yeah,
Yes.
Boba Fett.
Boba Fett.
Boba Fett.
Rogue Squadron.
My God, yes.
Um,
they're really doing the Bad Bunch.
Yeah, the Bad Bunch.
fantastic.
And then all the Marvel stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And they're still kind of dancing around the Fantastic Four, I feel. but
they did show the 4.
they showed the 4.
So
Well, we've seen the 4 before. I remember the Roger Corman 4 flying at me.
Oh yeah,
God.
this is
And
going to be
then-
great, but
yeah.
you knew it wasn't because it was 90s.
where
Right.
it shows Mr. Fantastic's hand on a stick as it bounces up and down on the screen.
Hey,
Well,
man.
we did that. We did that for Comic Book Man.
Oh,
Yeah.
did you?
Never made it
Well,
in.
they didn't
but
show
yeah.
it, but yeah. Yeah. It was a little homage to Roger Corman,
Yeah.
though.
Speaking of Corbin, even though it's kind of similar sounding name, how do you feeling about Richard Corbin?
Richard Coben died.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's. I loved his. He did a run on Hellblazer.
Mhm.
He did. What was it? Hard Time.
yes. And I remember seeing him all the way back when he was doing Din.
I was like, no. I remember when he was all over heavy metal,
Yes.
all over it, and I remember seeing him. Those were the forbidden comics. So I remember seeing
Heavy
his
metal?
artwork. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It had boobs in them.
Yeah, it had
Yeah.
boobs in them.
It's like, that's it, Mike.
It's like,
You're not.
oh.
You're, my little Mikey ain't too. Is not old enough for this.
You
So,
know, little Mikey, was out in the woods and had the hollowed out logs.
He had the
yeah.
Playboy stash that are down in the basement. of
There's
store
down the
right now.
basement now. Yeah.
Oh,
Looking for porn collections at flea markets.
You're gonna be able to let those go, Mike?
Oh hell yeah! Are you kidding? Actually, that might have been my wife who threw out the.
You dug them back out.
It's like, oh, I'm gonna drop him at Scott's.
There you go. But yeah, I don't know. I've always been a fan of his stuff. I mean, maybe not his style, but I could really appreciate a lot of the stuff he did. So I was sad to hear that. It seems like we're losing people left and right this year.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I mean, we lose people every year. It just seems like it's so hyper focused on the bad shit now that when something like the Disney, them doing their what was it? What do they call it? The Stockholders Day.
Yes.
And they announced like the 50 million things coming out.
Yeah.
It's like, that's the one bright spot in 2020. And I'm like, it happens every year.
Yeah.
This happens to be, a bunch of people who were housebound, came up with these really kick-ass ideas.
Yeah.
And the people at Disney are like, well, we're sitting on all the money in the world. So yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
We're making no money anywhere else. We might as well do this.
Yeah. And whatever money we spend, we're going to make it back because people are going to want to watch
Yeah,
this.
literally it seems like, all right, what you got? So, all right, done. What you
Yeah.
got? All right, Obi-Wan, we're going.
Exactly.
Okay, done. All right, Why the Last Man? Okay, done.
Yeah,
they just greenlit everything.
Why not? Why wouldn't you?
Speaking of this, how do y'all feel about because like Wonder Woman's coming out, it's going to be on HBO Max and everything else. Do you think things will ever get back to the way it was, where people are going to movies, or you think people are going to kind of be stuck in, hey, this is too easy. This is, I can do it from the comfort of my own home. I can pause it if I have to go to the bathroom, that type of thing.
Are we all going to be those fat people from Wall-E?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, we are. We're already there.
We're getting there. Hey, I did not sit around in my hover chair while all the rest of you were quarantining in your basements.
I mean, there are a lot of financial and creative implications on this, meaning, the directors and the creators of these movies, they were meant to be seen on 800-foot screens in, Dolby digital sound, high super, whatever, film,
True.
70 millimeter, whatever. However, I literally cannot remember the last time what movie I saw last at the theater. Just, I used to go every weekend before kids and marriage and all that.
Absolutely.
And if you can tell me, so well, now you can steal these at home. Of course, I'm going to do it.
Not only that,
and I'm already subscribed to the service that they're going to be on. That's
and is the convenience going to be overtaking the experience?
it's going to be partly it, but I mean, when you think about it, Scott, for a guy and to take his wife and 2 kids,
Oh yeah,
that's $100 right there.
right. You got to get the popcorn. You got to get sour patch kids.
everything.
I need the super large.
I need the icy.
Right.
That damn straight. And to be honest with you, I'll rent an icy machine when Wonder Woman comes out, and I'll have it in my front. But it's partly the convenience, but there's also the spectacle of seeing it on that huge screen with Dolby sound. That's how we saw Wonder Woman,
right.
the first one, and it was fantastic. It was a great sensory experience. Saw Captain Marvel the same way. Endgame. I mean, these are things that were meant to be seen on the large screen.
Sure. But But if you didn't, if you didn't have to,
no,
they may have created them to be that way, but some people just really don't have to be there to watch it on a big screen.
No, and that's going to change the dynamic.
That's what I'm thinking.
A lot.
Yeah, I mean the movie companies are unfortunately they're going to have to adapt, and I feel bad for the actors too. Michael Rooker just he retweeted a post from CAA, his agency, Creative Artist Agency, and they were like, "Wait a minute, you made this deal without even talking to the actors and the creators. You guys forgot that there's back end deals at play here, and now those are all based on theatrical profits that are no longer going to be there since everyone's getting it at home now. And they're like, well, we're going to fight this because you're screwing all of us,
right?
Because there are not going to be any theatrical profits to divvy up. There's no back end." And he was like, it would have been nice if you would have consulted us and asked us how we felt, but since you didn't, now we're gonna
sue you.
We're gonna fight this, and that's well within their rights too, and they're not wrong about that. But
can you imagine the scabs that they're going to get doing?
You could be Star-Lord, dude.
Exactly. Part of Wonder Woman will be played by
Ming Chen and all that.
Jerry Jewell.
You figure also though, on a good side of that, it might offer the opportunity for some smaller independent things that may have never seen the light of day to do so because there's not going to be as much money tied up into it.
It's true. You're going to see the Lloyd Kaufmans of this world are going to come out of the woodwork, and you know what? Rightly so. And I mean, he possesses a singular genius.
Yes.
And it's a very acquired taste, but it's an acquired taste that most of us nerds have.
Yeah, it's definitely, you watch a Trobo movie, it's like, wow, I've never seen that before.
Yeah, exactly. But hopefully you'll see that in so much other stuff that'll be coming out. I mean, I can see Guillermo del Toro, grabbing a handheld cam and just making a movie that way.
Right.
I can see Kevin Smith making. Well, I mean, that's essentially
he did that already.
So but I can see, Kevin, getting a kick up into the bigger leagues,
right,
which would be good for him, but bad for other people. But how many Scorseses are out there?
Hollywood's been like the Hollywood elite for the same people for so long. It's hard for anybody new to break into it.
Yeah, and now you're going to see a bunch of people who have talent breaking into it.
Good. That's kind of what I was thinking too. What I had in my mindset, but I'm glad to hear that other people are kind of thinking the same thing.
Yeah, but you're also going to see a lot of people who are like pissed off about this whole thing, and you are going to see some stuff that, I'm not sure what the fallout's going to be because you change one thing and everything changes.
Uh-huh. Well, it's like you can always go forward, but you can never go back.
It's very true, but it's also like if you paint one wall in your house, you realize how dingy the other walls are.
Yep.
So eventually you have a whole new house,
right?
Because you need the new hardware, you need a new door, you need a new window, and you're like, wait a minute, how much of this house is original? Not much.
But this is how Warner Bros. Should make up that difference. It's like, hey, we'll sell. You're watching it at home, great. We'll sell you the icy machine.
Yeah.
The Suicide Squad 2 brand icy machine.
That's the back end deal.
With
Rooker's getting all
with the Harley Quinn like icy mix.
Yeah.
That's that. I think literally that's what they're gonna have to do is or like you can watch the movie, but it'll be better if you buy these super special Dune 3D glasses or these Matrix 4. I don't know. You need to be wearing the Matrix 4 underwear.
Or what's really cool?
Smell-o-vision?
Yes.
That would be fantastic.
Yeah. You want to smell Keanu Reeves?
Who doesn't?
Yeah. Good point.
For God's sakes, he's Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
I mean, a finer man doesn't exist in this world. They sell you the chairs.
Ooh, no, that would be nice.
Oh, dude.
I'm telling you, they pull a Jack Donaghy from 30 Rock where they're like, you know what? Get your ass on that couch and come to Cablevision. And you got the sofa.
Well, that's what Jason would say. They do that at wrestling events.
What, they sell sofas?
They sell the chairs.
Oh, okay. So now that's
like the ones I could buy them and hit Mike over the head with them.
Yes, you can. But no, like for different events, They make like these super limited edition covered chairs with all the designs and everything on them. And when you buy a ticket for the seat, you can buy the chair as well.
Wow. All right, I'm in. I'm in for this chair.
Yeah.
So I don't know, it's gonna be crazy. But in 12 days, I'll be at home watching Wonder Woman 84.
Yeah.
Sure,
Yeah.
man.
Well, see, I've got a big 20-foot blow up screen and a projector and plus the sound system. So depending on the weather,
You get a 20-foot blow up screen.
Right.
Yeah.
Just got
we may actually end up doing it out. We've done it before. Just put up out the parking lot, invite whoever wants to come over, and we sit out in the parking lot just 'cause we can socially distance out there.
And why don't you sell them the chairs, Scott?
Yeah,
No, sell them the chairs. I need these chairs. I think they're expensive.
No,
Why
aren't you
The funny
why
thing
aren't
is, we
you
even have a
thinking?
popcorn machine.
go get an icy machine? Go rob a 7-Eleven.
yeah, make your own concession stand. Mark up the prices.
Yeah, what's wrong with you, Scott?
What kind of businessman are you?
Come on, hot dogs, $22.
We could probably call Joey up, get him to put fat ones down here, and he could lease out the area.
There you are. And not only that, but also grab a hold of your friends over at where'd you want to take me? The
Shed?
The shed.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Get them to come over and cater it for you and do a VIP package.
Right.
Oh, dude, we have a friend actually who does a food truck around here, so we could actually. I'd have to talk to the landlord, but now y'all give me some ideas.
Yeah.
Duh. And you've got a boozatorium next to you, right?
No, they actually he moved, he closed down, so we don't have that anymore.
That stinks. I like that guy.
Is he selling out of his basement?
No, he decided basically his entire family, his dad, his brothers, everybody else, they all had liquor stores, so he kind of felt that's what he should get into, and he did for a while, but then realized it just wasn't what he wanted to do with his life, so he closed
wanted to
it
be a
down.
mobster.
Yeah, he sold all his stuff to his brother and his dad, and shut it down.
They're selling it out of his basement.
So yeah.
That was good. He had cheap liquor too. All right, it was convenient. Too.
Then find a place that does that, and find a place that has liquor, and put up a little bar in here.
We've got a refrigerator here with 3 beer taps in it, and one in the back with 1 beer tap. So
Then it's a 4 comic minimum when they come in.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
You get a free beer with every comic book you buy.
there you go. Yeah, but those books are.
No, you're not listening to me, Scott. You get a free beer with every comic book
so
you
you're
buy.
not selling
You're not
beer.
selling beer.
You're not selling
No,
alcohol.
I'm saying those, but yeah, it has to be a comic out of the $20 box.
Mhm.
Damn straight.
So they're like $20 a piece,
You
and you get
do
a free
whatever
beer.
you want. These
Yeah.
are free ideas for
Listen,
you,
it's
Scott.
been a tough year, man. So
Actually, believe it or not, the license to sell beer legally here is only $25 a year.
Really?
Yeah.
Then why don't you have
I
one?
can't sell liquor, but I can sell beer.
All right,
we're
then
not
sell
opening
your
up
beer.
a comic book podcast bar.
Oh my
in
God! What the
Mississippi.
hell?
The hell's going on with?
We're
What's wrong
idiots.
with us?
That's what it is.
We're the bad businessmen. If
Jesus.
Well, what they do is they end up charging the breweries so much money to get along with all these things. So, but yeah, no, I'm sorry. Actually, it's $30 now. It just went up.
Okay.
So it's $30 a year to get your license to be able to sell beer. Anyway,
Right.
Do you think Uncle Rufus was like, that ain't gonna happen? And $5, I'm fighting it.
Yeah.
I'm shutting down.
Well, I mean, that is like a 20% increase. So
I'm shutting
that's,
shutting down the outhouse.
Yeah.
if we could ever get Ross Brewing down here, we could
well,
get something work out with him.
I'm trying.
You have vacancies in that strip mall. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, we do.
All right.
Matter of fact, another one just moved out, so they don't stay vacant for long though.
No.
Ah.
I see that.
We've been here. We're the second longest ones here. We've been here for quite a while. But I think the old Blue Hair salon down there. I think they've been here for like 32 years. So
Yeah. Wow.
Well, once that last lady dies, who was getting her hair blued, then we're in.
And Mike, you can learn karate
I
a couple
would
doors
hope.
down too.
Some of the smaller ones around here, the rent's not that bad. I'd actually half debated on going ahead and kind of doing what y'all did with Bellworks and see if I could work out a deal with the landlord. Actually putting an actual podcast studio, a permanent podcast studio in there.
Isn't the landlord from Johnny's Cobra Kai? Wasn't he the what is he? Borat's buddy?
Yes,
Borat?
yeah. He was Borat. Yeah, the guy who killed the bear.
I can still taste his
Yeah,
testicle.
I can still taste. Yes, that was the landlord.
But yeah,
That ain't your landlord, is it?
no.
Oh, thank
We
God.
got some. I won't tell you here, but I'll tell you off there. I may have told you before what we pay for the place, but
You did. You did. It was incredibly reasonable.
yeah. So if we can get something going on, or maybe we can do if I get a buddy of mine to go in with me, we can do a 3-alarm brewery in one of these over here.
Man.
Nice. Yeah.
So just slowly take over the world.
That's
Comics and beer.
That's right.
About the only thing I need left is I can get a good cigar shop to be put in here, and I'd be
straight. Then I'll be moving down to Biloxi, Mississippi.
I can't even get the humidity right in the little humidor we have here, and now you're, I'm sure it's not
Walk-in
that hard.
humidor.
No, I'm gonna tell you right now, they've got these new the packs with the beads in them. Have you seen those?
No,
So basically, it's a little humidifier pack, and it's got gel beads inside there, and you put
on Amazon. All right, I'm going to pick that up because
and those things
right.
they are set to certain humidities. So once you keep it in there, it's set to those things.
Okay, done. Thank you.
Really well.
Thank you.
Darren, when you come down next,
Yes,
we have a cigar for you.
we do for sure.
You too, Scott. I've got yours.
Yes.
Well, I'll try to bring y'all some over whenever we're in Pensacon, or if I can make it up in January. But we got a local place here that does some stuff. They don't do high ends. It's called Coast Cigar Company. They don't do high ends, but they do really good cigars. I mean, I'm not going to pay freaking $70-$80 for a cigar.
No,
but they've got some really good ones in there as well. So
I'm an Ashton Senoritas fan. So
see, I say I don't like the expensive ones, but I've always been really stuck on Padrones.
Oh,
of course you are. I don't like the expensive ones except for Padrones.
Yeah, Padrones. Okay.
Yeah.
If those are put in front of me, I can't say no.
Ooh, Darren's bringing Cubans cigars.
Yeah.
That is. Bring friends, bring cigars, whatever you want, Darren.
Cuban ladies too. That's
Well, depending on how it goes, if New Orleans is open, we can actually go out on there and get some cigars from. They roll them right there in front of you.
Oh yeah, we did. Didn't we do that?
And then we just got them at a shop.
Oh yeah, we got them at a shop.
We did go to a really cool cigar bar though.
Yes.
Dos F's, which we got to get back to. That was a fun night.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, if we can get y'all to stay a few extra days, we'll try to plan a few different things.
Cool.
All right, guys. Well, thank y'all for coming by.
Oh man, thank you, dude.
Watching. And we will see everybody next time.
Yeah. Hey, retailers, get in touch with us.
Yes.
Yes, please do. Please, either me or Mike, and we'll get you involved.